Hello everyone, I am Surabhi. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to review a fiction book and a non-fiction book from our home library, which we love. So that's why we bought them and we still read them again and again in library. The first one I'm going to review is Julia Donaldson, Charlie Cook's favorite book. Julia Donaldson doesn't need introduction, but still I thought I'll review this one because I missed this book in my earlier Julia Donaldson books, which I did a video long back reviewing 4 to 5 books of Julia Donaldson. That one, and the second book, the non-fiction book, I'm going to review this one. It's by DK Life Cycles. So let's start with the fiction one. So this is Charlie Cook's favorite book. This is doesn't feel like much Julia Donaldson, honestly, because usually those books are cuter. But I love this book in the sense that it has a concept. One book inside another book inside another book. There's a one story inside another story inside another story, and that is the fun part of this book, and that is the reason this book is very different from Julia Donaldson's Gruffalo or Room on the Broom, because there was one story playing. Here there are multiple stories, and when you read first time to your kids, depending on your kids' age, but my kids could not figure out this thing that one is another, and one story is another book, another was another book. It took some time. Earlier they were just like rhyming and listening to each story individually, but how it connects. So I found that way this book very interesting. So it's not that mesmerizing at Room in the Broom. That is still my favorite book, but still I will read it to you so you can decide for yourself. So this is a boy who is sitting on a sofa and reading a book. So what happens when you go to read a book? You go to the world of stories, right? One story, another story. So this boy is going to enter a journey of stories. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Charlie Cook who curled up in a cozy chair and read his favorite book. So now his favorite book, about a leaky pirate ship which very nearly sank, and a pirate chief who got the blame and had to walk the plank. The chief swam to an island and went digging with his hook. At last he found a treasure chest, and in it was a book. Okay, about a girl called Goldilocks and 3 indignant bears who cried, "Who's had a porridge? Who's been sitting on our chairs?" They went into the bedroom, and Baby Bear said, "Look, she's in my bed, and what's more, she has got even my favorite book." Now, Goldilocks is holding a book. Okay, now that book about Sir Percy Pillington, a bold and fearless knight, who told the dragon, "Wait, I'm not quite ready for the fight. You must hear this one first." And then his armor clanged and shook. Ho ho hee 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 hee, as he read aloud a joke he had found inside his favorite book. Okay, so now there's a book which the knight is reading, and there's a joke book. So now there's a joke inside that book. About Rowena read a lot, a very well-read frog who jumped upon a lily pad and jumped upon a log. They jumped into the library which stood beside the brook and went, "Read it, read it, read it," as she jumped upon a book. So now they have gone to library, and that's a joke that's happening, and that is a joke that the frog went to a library. Okay, now inside the library what happened? Inside the library they found a book, and in that book has a story about an oak tree full of birds. Each bird had built a nest, and they had a competition to decide which one was best. They chose an owl to judge it, and the winner was a rook, whose nest was lined with pages from his favorite book. Now, if you see, this is the one who has his nest lined with the pages. Now, what story is here in these pages? Now, that story is being told next. About a girl who saw a flying saucer in the sky. Some small green men were red, and they waved as they flew by. She tugged her mother's sleeve and said, "Look, Mom, what I've just seen." But Mom said, "Shh, I'm trying to read my favorite magazine." And like that, then they have shown her views of the magazine. And in magazine, again, there's a one story inside another story. Then there's another story inside another story. And it goes, greedy crocodile story, like that. It goes to space, they read a book. And then finally, so in the end, they have read all these books in one single Charlie's favorite cookbook. So yeah, this concept is new and I love this concept. So yeah, you should also try this kind of books. Just given another idea of kind of books to kids, like one story, another story, another story, another story, like that. So I like it. So now I'm going to review the second book. That is from DK. It's a life cycles book, and DK is my favorite one when it comes to science books for the kids. They're expensive. This is $35, but I mean, I bought it during COVID, and I was in so much love with this book that I had to buy it. And also there was another reason, that life cycle is something, the living life cycles, living animals life cycles is something we do in Montessori, right? We do the life cycle of chicken, life cycle of snake, and I read a lot of life cycles. I have the safari tubes also for most of them. But then my girl was asking me about space, how the space got formed. And then last year only she started asking about rocks and volcanoes, because we were done with that. So this book has different sections, okay? I'll tell you. So when it says life cycle, it talks a life cycle of space, it talks a life cycle of earth, life cycles of plants and fungi, and life cycle of animals. So animals, it covers like all of them: octopus, coral, earthworm. That's one. Basically, if the 5 kingdoms are there, it covers all of the living beings. And then sharks, salmon, dinosaurs, turtles, dolphin, kangaroo. So mammals, amphibians, reptiles, it covers all of them. So that way also it's comprehensive if you do not have any other reference book for those 5 not 5, but yeah, however those divisions. This book covers comprehensively. But I basically love the plants and fungi, earth and space part of it, because I did not have any more book covering these things in a child friendly manner. So that is what my intention was. So I'll just show you inside. When I say to space, like how space was formed, I don't know these things. I read them when I was like long back. So honestly, I don't know these things. When my child asked, I had no idea what to tell him. So that's why I wanted a book, and this is how. But this book is not comprehensive in the sense, like not like a good detailed book, but it is good enough for a child because it is not overwhelming. So this very simple one this they just explain ki aisa hua, and that's how this was made. And they have covered only 2 pages for each topic, be it animal life cycle or space or earth, anything. There's only 2 pages covered, so that is not overwhelming, but good enough content for like 6 to 7 year old, even 8-year-old, till they really have to make a report or something. These are good enough. So like they show like birth of earth, like what happened. And DK have like very beautiful texture of the pages and very good prints, and like just beautiful. The solar system they cover, but talking about each planet, what happened, and then moon even. So whatever I did not know about space, and my girls were asking, I did not know. So this helps. Everything, asteroids kaise hue, comets kya hue, all at one place. I have many space books and all, but this is something which I refer to for a quick understanding of things, because still they have not like full-blown interest in these things, but yeah, they're just curious about. So then we move to earth. So in earth, what all we have river life cycle, water cycles, rock cycles, volcano, how earth was made, so everything. So if you see, this page talks about rock, this page talks about fossils because it's related to rock. Then it talks about mountains, how the mountains are built. Then it goes to volcanoes. Again, they're relevant, right? Then we go to the water cycle. Then we go to the tornadoes, wind basically. Then a river, like how from where it starts and how it ends. And what else in earth? They cover the icebergs also, because we were talking about Titanic that day, and then I was telling about that there's something called iceberg, and we just showed them, and this is how it is. And then this is about carbon life cycle also. We have not read it because this topic never rose in our home till now, but it is a carbon life cycle. Then life on earth, like from where it started, from the prehistoric times to what was the first animal, first living being on the earth. It covers everything, those details which we don't do honestly, but I'm taking as a resource. These all non-fiction books are going to be with us for like next 10 years for sure. So it talks about very basic things which I did not know, but yeah, kids will read them, will need to read them in maybe in some time science textbook later, I don't know. But like this talks about amphibians, then reptiles and mammals and flowers, dinosaurs wiped out, mammals took over. It talks about even amoeba, the living beings like single cell animals. So my kids have not read it yet. They just read what they wanted to read, basically in US, and we did some fungi part also because we see a lot of mushrooms in Singapore, so that's why they wanted to know what it is. So we have done earth, we have done the space. Now we are going to plants and fungi part. So in plants and fungi, so first a simple life cycle of a seed to plant, so that is anyways new. Then they talked about the mushrooms. So this was also one of the very interesting topic for my girls because we even don't touch the mushrooms on the roadside because I don't know, I'm scared poison or not, I don't know. So that's what they were curious to know about different kind of mushrooms because we see so much. And then it goes about different kind of plants, different kind of seeds, starting from coconut palm to some normal flower trees. Very simple. It covers dandelions, orchid flowers. So if you see, they're just beautiful. DK books are just beautiful. I just fall in love with them. So yeah, so they just cover some trees. They cover the carnivorous plants also. You know, we did not read all of them. Honestly, we have not read all of them. We just read what we want. And then animals, anyways, it covers all the animals. If you just want to show you, look, it's a dragonfly. So again, all amphibians, insects, fish, and mammals. It covers all of them. Frog. See how colorful it is. I mean, like, I really wish we had these kind of books when we were little kids. Dinosaurs. So dinosaurs, so no book is complete without dinosaurs. It tells how they, I mean, like how the dinosaurs' eggs were, and what do you think? Pterosaur, multiple chicks, snakes, lizards. Very few animals which I found they have not covered, but still, like dolphins, kangaroos, everything they have covered. Orangutans, zebra, mole rats, and look how beautiful. I mean, like, I would never see such kind of, you know, detailed but still child-friendly pictures in any of the books. So I had to buy it. It was so expensive, but I had to buy it. And then this last part also, because this telling my kids that, you know, we were not, there's something called evolution, theory of evolution we have. And then again, I wanted a book very basic on it, and this book covered humans through time, that, you know, how we evolved from monkeys to orangutans to what it is. Again, we have read them, but I don't recollect all this information. So I wanted something for my girl to look back to. So whatever I'm telling her, we can just read it together with us. So in the end, it's just that, you know, we are doing a lot of I would say polluting or whatever things we should not do. All these things we are doing in the nature, but I'm in love with this book. You can check if you get a deal on it. You should definitely buy it. But even if it's $35, I don't mind spending money on this book. This was such a beautiful book. I could not let it go. So hope you enjoyed this book with us, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.